Are you frustrated by the lack of accountability in your company, but you don't know what to do about it? It's a demoralizing problem, but it can be fixed. I'm Steve Smith with GrowthSource Coaching, so stay with me because I'm going to show you how. One of the most frustrating things about running a business is when the people you depend on fall short on their commitments. The frustration comes not only with the lack of results, but the fact that no one seems concerned about doing what they're responsible for or what they've committed to. Not holding people accountable is a lack of leadership, and if it's left unaddressed, it can damage an entire company's ability to perform. So here are 6 basic ways to build more accountability into your team. Number 1, be clear about what you expect. It's so important for people to understand exactly what you want and exactly when you want it. And by being really clear about those expectations, you've given people basically instruction about what you want them to do. Now, here's a tip to that tip. Make sure they play it back to you, because oftentimes the only way to know that what you said is what others have heard is to get that playback. Number 2, invite input to gain commitment. Simply telling somebody what you expect and what you want them to do only goes so far. Getting the input from the other individual, their ideas about maybe how they would do it or how they plan on managing that project, invites commitment because it gains ownership. The more people participate in a solution, the more they own that solution, and that's what you want. Number 3, agree upon a process for monitoring. This is important because what you as the leader need to understand is how your people work. Some of your people may need close supervision and actually want it. Others may like to work more independently. They can make decisions on their own. They can start and stop on their own. So once you understand that, you need to gain agreement with them about how many check-ins you're going to have, what the period of those are going to be, what's going to be discussed, even who initiates the check-in. Number 4, give feedback. It's real important for the person that you've entrusted that responsibility to understand how you see things along the way. It's also a great teachable moment for you if you have to help them kind of realign themselves and understand why it's important to maintain pace or to do things a certain way. Number 5, use consequences to rebuild commitment. At the point where you're giving somebody a responsibility and you want to hold them accountable for results, there's going to be times when people get frustrated, they get disillusioned because maybe they feel like they're off track and they don't know how to get back on, so they just they leak off into left field. If you see that, here's the 2 things I find most people do. They either don't address it and so the project goes dead, or they immediately jump in and take over because they don't think the other person can do it. Neither one of those works well. What you really need to do is help that individual readdress the original reason for the project and their commitment to it, and let them know the importance of them staying with it and getting it done. And finally, number 6, review the results after everything is finished so that you and the individual understand exactly what happened. It's a great way to get feedback from them so that you understand how they see things as it progressed. And it's an opportunity for you to offer observations about what you saw that went well as what you think you could do differently next time. Remember, building a more accountable team requires changes in your and their behavior. The only way that you're going to change behavior is with consistent application and practice. And only through that consistent delivery of the steps that I've just outlined will your team be willing and able to meet your expectations every time. I hope this video has been helpful because accountability is one of the biggest problems most people face in running their business. If you like this video, subscribe so you can get more. And oh, by the way, check out some more of the videos that I have here that might help you in other areas of running your business. Take care.